the old man who loves his sports and he won't shut up, but he knows his stuff. Every day on the back.
Hey, it's Opa. I'm back, ready for another episode of Ask Opa. Big game tonight. We've got Team Canada versus USA. Big game, 4Nations Cup. USA beat Canada the first game by a goal. Tough break, but Canada's coming back. Got my Canada hat. We're all set for the big game tonight. I'm going to be taking in a few calls, just a couple. See what fans are thinking about the game tonight. I believe myself Canada's going to win this game. I'm hoping. Connor McDavid, Nathan, McKinnon, Crosby, I hope they all come through. Big game for the goaltender for Canada tonight. He's got to be up to his best. Connor Hellebuyck's a one hell of a goalie. He's probably the best goalie in the world. So it's going to be a real tough game. Canada's got to stay on top of them. If they get the goal ahead, that's going to help them a lot. If Canada falls behind, USA's probably going to play the trap, shut it down. It's going to make it tough for them to come back with a goal. I believe Canada can win, though, tonight, really, if they play their game the way they should. All 3-4 lines have to be working hard tonight. I'm excited to see the game. I think it's one of the biggest games there is in all of hockey right now. President Trump, he's probably cheering for USA to make Canada believe that it's their sport now in hockey, but it's our sport. We love it. We always will be the number one hockey country in the world. So, jump on the bandwagon tonight and watch the Team Canada beat USA. I'll be back in a few minutes to take some calls. This is Opa. I'm out for now.
Here's the old man who loves his sports and he won't shut up, but he knows his stuff. Every day on the back.
Hello? Who we got here?
Hi, I'm Mateo.
Hey, Mateo, how you doing? You're my first caller on my new show, Ask Opa. So,
Thanks.
what's up, Mateo? What do you got to say?
I play AAA hockey for the U16 Mississauga Rebels in the GCHL, and yeah.
And you're looking forward to the game tonight?
Oh yeah, I'm fired up.
So, who do you think's going to win?
Canada,
Canada? What makes you say that?
best players in the world: McDavid, McCarr, McKinnon.
Okay, but what about the goalie? What about Connor Hellebuyck?
I think Bennington could show up today and put a good performance on, but I think Canada would outshot them by so much where it's going to get out of hand.
So what happens though if USA gets the lead on Canada and they shut it down, play the trap? Do you think Canada can come back tonight?
I still think Canada has more firepower up front, so I think they have the ability to come back.
Okay, and you're looking to one day play in the NHL?
Yes, that's my dream. I work hard every day and hope I can get. That's my goal.
And who's your favorite player?
Connor McDavid, of course.
Connor McDavid. What about Nathan McKinnon?
I just think he's a really good player too, but I think McDavid just a little faster. I think he's more IQ and makes the right plays.
Okay, well that's pretty good. So you, how many years you been playing hockey? Since you were like a little kid?
Since I was 4 years old, so 11 years.
Wow, holy cow. And how do you find it now? Are you getting ready for your big draft year?
Yeah, I'm fired up for it. I'm hoping to get drafted, but if I almost not the end of all my career starts next year.
Okay, what about going the college route? Have you made any thoughts about going college or in like the dub or the OHL? What do you prefer?
Well, my next year I'm probably trying to play at prep school, which will get me prepped up for college. So that's not the route I'm trying to go. But after the prep school, I am looking to play in the OHL before college. But that's my main goal. But if I can, I'll play junior and then try to go to college.
Okay, and what position are you again?
Center.
Center. I'm going to have to look you up and get some pictures of you there. You sound like a guy that knows your hockey, and I'm looking forward to having you come. I think I got another line, though. I'm going to have to let you go because I got another caller in. But it was good talking to you, Mateo, and good luck tonight. Go Canada, eh?
Thank you. It was good. Thanks for having me on the show.
Okay, thanks a lot, eh? Appreciate it. We got another phone call. Oh, let's see who's on line 2. Hey, who do I have here on line 2? Hello? Do I got somebody on line 2?
Opa!
Hey, who's this?
This is Mike.
Mike, what's going on, buddy?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm getting all jacked up for the big game. Can't wait. Canada, USA.
Canada, USA, baby. We're pumped up.
Wow, and who you taking?
Oh, the Canadians.
Are you serious?
Sure.
You don't think Connor Hellebuck's going to shut him out tonight?
No, 4-1 Canada, baby. 4-1 Canada.
4-1. Bold prediction by this gentleman here. And so, how long you been watching hockey?
I've been watching for over 40 years.
Wow, so you're a true fan.
I remember the 87 Canada Cup. You know, Gretzky to Lemieux. I remember the early 90s with Gretzky and Lemieux continuing to dominate, and Eric Lindros, and then, of course, the Golden Goal in 2010.
Wow, that's pretty cool, man. So you're a big-time fan. So let me ask you a couple questions quick. So tonight's game, you got Canada, which is, I think, an outstanding team, way better offensive than USA, but I think USA's got a little bit more grit to their team. I think they're going to give a little bit more toughness against Canada. How do you feel about them playing in the Boston Garden tonight?
Oh, the place is going to be rocking. I think there'll be a lot of Canadian fans there, too. It'll be interesting to see what happens during the anthems. Obviously, with all the political stuff going on between both countries, it's going to be rocking. I think McAvoy's a big loss for the Americans.
Okay.
And McCarr now back playing. He didn't play last game against the States, so that's obviously a big boost for Canada. He's probably one of the top, if not the top defenseman in the world right now, so I think that's going to help Canada. And I think McKinnon and McDavid are just a step better than everybody right now.
Wow. So you sound like a diehard NHLer. What's your NHL team?
Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh, dude! How can we respect you now? You're a Maple Leafs fan.
Yeah, the diehard.
Oh, come on, man. Every year your team looks so good throughout the season, and it gets down to postseason, and they just choke like they always do.
I know, and sadly, the Leaf players in this tournament haven't played that well overall. Like, Matthews is underachieved, Nylander and Marner, I think, have all underachieved this tournament. So,
wow.
It's a little bit scary.
Yeah, well, maybe they're saving themselves for the NHL playoffs again this year. I don't know. I still think you guys are weak. You don't have a goaltender for Maple Leafs still that's going to pull you through. I don't think your defense is strong enough, but I respect you. You're a diehard Maple Leaf fan. I feel sorry for you, though, but I respect you. And
thank you.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy the game tonight. Thanks for calling in. I really appreciate it. This is Opa saying, take it easy, and I'll talk to you later, maybe.
Thanks for having me on the show. Keep up the great work, Opa.
You got it, buddy. Take it easy. Opa out. So, that's two fans calling in, both thinking Canada's going to win the big game tonight. It's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to it myself. I can't wait, right? I'll be getting my Canada hat on, and I'll be sitting in front of my couch, having a nice cold beer and relaxing. Go Canada. I really think they got to play a tough game tonight to get by. It's going to be probably one of the toughest games Canada's ever played in the history of Canada-USA hockey. I love the rivalry. I think it's great. I got a grandson. He's starting to play hockey soon. He's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see him. So this is Opa out for my hockey section of tonight's game. I might do something a little bit later, but otherwise, good luck, Canada. Go Canada. Yay! Eric Opa out. Hey, Opa's back, and I got another call. I think somebody wants to talk still some hockey. Who do I got on the phone?
Hey there, Opa. This is Trevor calling. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Trevor, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thanks for having me on your show.
No problem. What are you calling in about? Is there something going on?
I've got my Canada jersey on, and I'll be cheering the boys.
Oh wow! So you're excited for the big game tonight, Canada USA, eh?
Yes, sir, I am. All geared up, ready to go. Canada's gonna kick some butt today.
Wow, that's a big, bold prediction, buddy. So what do you think, though? Come on, let's talk Connor Hellebuck. What do you think about him? He's probably the best goalie in the world. You don't think he can shut Canada out?
You know what? I would agree with you. I think he is the best goaltender around. And we've also got both Connor McDavid, Sidney Crosby, and all the boys geared up, ready to pick him apart. And that's exactly what's going to happen tonight.
So, Trevor, you sound like a fan of hockey. So what do you do? What's going to happen, though, if USA gets the lead and they start playing the trap? Canada didn't do too well against it last time, and they couldn't get through. So what's going to happen tonight if they get the lead?
I think the boys just need to play some good old Canadian hockey, get some shots on net, bang a little bit, and we'll get rewarded for the effort.
Okay, I like that bold prediction. How do you think Bennington's going to do for Canada in net? I know the biggest thing about it is, he's played every game for Canada, but this is a big game tonight. Jordan Binnington, I don't know if he's going to be able to handle the pressure tonight. What do you think?
Binnington's taken a lot of slack, and this guy is a top-notch NHL goaltender, and he's going to earn his pay today for the Canadians. I'm sure of it. Good goaltenders will always stand the test of the pressure, and I've got confidence in them.
Wow, that's awesome to hear, dude. I like that. I like all these Canadian people calling me, telling me that they're going to win. So, that USA, if they win this game, they're going to start talking about how USA is the new country for hockey, right? Canada's just going to lose face if they lose this game tonight.
I disagree with that. At the end of the day, this is a game, and I think it is and always will be Canada's game. And we're going to go out there and show that today. If for some reason it happens to go the other way, there'll be another game where we get to go out there. I don't think we should make more of a deal than what this is, which is a game. I know that Canada-U.S. relations are a little tenuous right now, and again, I don't like the booing of the anthems. They're all athletes out there. They're all working hard. All the U.S., all the Canadian people, and I think we just need to check ourselves a little bit. Yes, it's about Canadian pride, but at the same time, the boys are going out there playing a game for us.
What do you think tonight with the Boston Gardens in there? Do you think they're going to boo Canada?
Unfortunately, I think it's going to go both ways. There will be a light booing both ways.
Wow, okay.
That's my prediction. I hope it doesn't happen.
Wow, that's pretty good. I'm hoping you're right, Trevor. I'm glad you're calling in. Trevor, you got to keep calling in. I like to hear your voice. I like hearing the opinions you got. We're going to be doing lots of talk about hockey. Do you have a team in the NHL you like?
Yeah, I'm born and raised Canuck fan.
Oh, come on, dude. What do you think about JT Miller then, letting him go?
See you later.
What do you mean? How do you let JT Miller go?
Well, we did, and we just have to get over it and keep on going. Yeah, he put up some points. I think he was a leader, but not all leaders are good leaders. And I think for the Canadian people, we need a good leader, a good Canadian leader. So there we go. Okay,
I like that. So you must be at least happy, though, about Quinn Hughes, hey? How he didn't go to the American team for tonight's game. He stayed in Vancouver, supporting his Canucks, says he's not ready to go, and he's going to stick with his Canucks and be ready for a good second half of the season. I think he's one of the best defensemen I've seen in a long time. So you guys do have that. I personally am a Montreal fan, so I'm not a Canuck fan, even though I live in BC. My wife's a big Canucks fan, so she'll be cheering like you along for your Canucks. But I don't know, dude. It's been a long time since I've seen the Canucks get that. I just don't see them ever winning a Stanley Cup. I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan, so I have to deal with 4 losses in the Super Bowl. But you guys are the team in the NHL who just can't seem to pull it off in the Stanley Cup. You've gotten there enough times, and you can't do it. So you think they got a shot this year, or you think it's going to be a rebuilding year for them this year?
I think that I think it's very challenging there, Opa. Canuck fan will, not make the balance has been difficult, but
okay, it sounds like we're losing you, Trevor. I want to thank you for calling in. I appreciate it. Go Canada. And keep calling in, Trevor. I appreciate it. We'll be talking about lots of other subjects. Hope you want to listen in on it. Baseball, soccer, you name it, golf, everything of sports. And I love talking to guests like you. Keep calling me, okay, buddy? Take it easy. Bye.
Here's the old man who loves his sports, and he won't shut up, but he knows his stuff. Every day on the back.
Hey, it's Opa. I'm back. Ready for my next part of my show. I want to talk a little bit about the Toronto Blue Jays. Opa's very angry on this one. I really got to talk to you fans about this Toronto Blue Jays. I have been a lifelong fan since the Blue Jays came into the baseball league. Like I said, I'm Opa, I'm old. I've watched the Blue Jays since Ernie Witt and the whole bunch of gang, right? I've followed them all throughout the World Series, all the great players they've had. Now we're into another new rebuilding season again, and I got the blown news I could have never thought I'd hear. Vladimir Guerrero not signing with the Toronto Blue Jays. I can't believe it. This is freaking crazy. How does the Toronto Blue Jays not recognize this guy? He's one of the top baseball players in the game. He's probably the premier first baseman in the American League. The guy has, in the last 4 seasons, he's been probably second to Aaron Judd in home runs. He's outstanding. He makes the All-Star every year. He's on the All-Star team. He's a great player. He's 25 years old, and they won't sign him. Ross Atkins. I can't believe this. Like, how do you guys not see the potential in this player? He has given everything he can to the Toronto Blue Jays. Yeah, I'm not saying he's not asking for a lot of money, but he's worth it, and we don't want to pay him that. Come on, Mark Shapiro. Come on, dude. You've been since 4 or 5 years. You've been with the Toronto Blue Jays organization. Where have we gotten? This team is representing Canada. We give everything we can. I love the Blue Jays. I fly down to Toronto, try to catch every year at least a game. I'm from BC, the West Coast, so I got to fly out to see the Blue Jays play. It's worth it. I love them. I go down to the Seattle Mariners, catch the Blue Jays playing the Mariners, and I love my team. I support them all the time. I got jerseys. I got hats. I love my Blue Jays. You're killing me, dude. You're killing me. I don't get it. Why didn't you want to sign this guy? You had an opportunity before, in the offseason. You could have had him before the whole Soto trade and the deal with the Mets and everything. He wasn't asking that much. Now, because Soto signs, gets that much money, Vladdy's got a right to ask a lot of money. He's a premier player. You blew it. Guys, I don't want to see Guerrero sign with another team. I don't care about Bo Bichette. He hasn't proven anything to me yet. He's had his injuries. I don't know if he's going to come back and have a great year. I don't get you guys. How do you see yourself as a contender team? You're playing against the New York Yankees, the Boston Red Sox. You have 2 of the top teams in all-time baseball, and you have to go head-to-head with them. And you can't even sign Vladimir Guerrero? I don't understand it, guys. Okay? It doesn't make sense. Okay? I'm getting frustrated. I'm ready for the big season. Now he's announced he's not going to sign with the Blue Jays until the end of the season, if he does, because he becomes a free agent. We can't contend with the New York Mets, the New York Yankees, the Boston Red Sox. What are you going to do, man? We got players. This is the time right now. You got to make this guy happy. You want to give him what he's earned, and he's delivered. He's 25. He could be with the team for another 10 years. I don't get it, Blue Jays. And then you sign a starting pitcher who's an old man, Scherzer. What's Scherzer going to do for the Blue Jays? He's old. I don't even think he'll give you more than 10 wins all season, maybe, if you're lucky. Come on, guys. Blue Jays organization, you got to change the way you're viewing things. If you're going to compete with the big boys, you got to pay the money. You've lost out on Ohtani. You've lost out on other guys, too. Soto, when he went last year with the Yankees. You're losing out on the big names. Don't tell me you don't got the money. I know you got the money. You got to start paying it. Opa's getting angry about this. How am I supposed to keep supporting my Blue Jays when I see the front office doing what they're doing? Opa's getting pissed, and I'm angry about this whole situation. It's going to be a hell of a year this year in baseball. There's a lot of good teams. There's a lot of movement going around. Dodgers are going to be great again. Yankees will be right up there. We have one of the toughest divisions we have to play in with the Toronto Blue Jays organization. You've got to bring back that great glory days. Ricky Henderson, Dave Winfield, David Cohn, all the guys that brought us that World Series. Okay? You had to pay for these guys. You had to bring them in. That's what's going to win you games. You can't. It's very rare for a team to make it on a low budget salary. You need to get those big players. Our pitching staff is good, but it's not going to be around much longer. Bringing in Scherzer isn't helping you that way. It wasn't necessarily our pitching. We need the hitting. Okay, we need Bo Bichette to have a better year this year. George Springer, I think George is going to have a comeback year this year. I think he's going to have a great season out in the field. I think we've got still good potential. We picked up a great second baseman. We have the potential. But how do you not sign Vladdy Guerrero? I'm frustrated. I'm angry. I can't take this. I'm not talking no more Blue Jays for a while. I need to see them in spring training camp. Let's see how they do. So, that's enough for the baseball talk today. Go Blue Jays. Come on, show me something. Do something to make me want to be that fan again that watches you every single day. Okay? So, Blue Jays, I'm out. Bye.
Here's the old man who loves his sports and he won't shut up, but he knows his stuff. Every day on the back, find out beat.
Hey, Opa's back again. How's everybody doing? Well, let's go to my next segment on my show. Soccer. It is my greatest love. That's kind of, I'm Dutch. I got the name Opa, being a Dutch guy. Came over here when I was a little kid. Played soccer my whole life. I love the game. It's one of the best games in the world. World Cup, Champions League, each division. Some of the players are some of the greatest athletes ever. So I'm kind of getting jacked up. I've been watching a few of the Champions League games. I'm a big fan. I want to bring out an old jersey of mine. I'm a big fan of Abbotsford, Amsterdam Ajax. Okay, big team out of Holland. Grew up in Holland supporting Ajax all the time. I'm a Johan Cruyff fan from the way back days when Johan Cruyff was the greatest player at the time, following greats like Beckenbauer and Pelé. It's a new generation of soccer now. There's a lot of great players out there. Some of the players I like, Kylian Mbappe, think he's great. Messi, of course, has had his time. There's a lot of great players out there. I don't know what to say about the Champions League. It looks like it's going to be a good, fun season this year. There's a lot of good teams out there. Barcelona looks good. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, by the way, have a young Canadian guy. Everybody knows Alphonso Davies. Go Alphonso, Team Canada. He's a good little player, man. He plays. I regard him as one of the best outside fullbacks in all of Europe. I think he's also one of the best in the whole world for soccer. He just came back from an injury, scored a great late goal to tie Bayern Munich with Celtic. It was a big game for them. They needed to win. Puts Bayern Munich through to the next round. There's a lot of great teams playing right now. A lot of great players have moved. It's a shame you don't see Cristiano Ronaldo playing anymore in the big games that you used to see him in. The game's going by him a little bit. He's gotten old. Messi seems to be still kicking around. He's playing great. Just scored a big goal for his MLS team right now out of Miami. Looking good. Soccer's going to be interesting going into the World Cup. Canada, USA are going to be involved in this one. It's going to be really scary to see how good some of the teams are. I'm hoping to get to some of the games. Whitecaps, I'm out of BC, basically. I love the Vancouver Whitecaps. Not a big fan of the MLS, though. I still watch Champions League and the English Premier League, German's top league. I do follow them. Manchester United, that's my club from the English League, Premier. I love Manchester United. I think one of the biggest reasons I've fallen in love with Manchester United is because of all the Dutch guys they've had. Ruud van Nistelrooy, Edwin van der Sar, and Ned. They've had some great players from Holland. I just think they're amazing. I try to follow hockey as much as I can. It's tough here in Canada. Not as many people talk soccer with the guys I hang around with. We're all big NFL, Major League Baseball, other sports, right? Hockey. That's the big sports here. It's rare if I get a chance to meet somebody, but I'm definitely going to have somebody on my show who could talk soccer with me for a good long time. And we'll get him in one of the future episodes. Right now, I just want to let you know I am keeping an eye on the soccer fans out there. I will keep you up to date with certain things regarding it. Next week, we'll get into a little bit more about the Champions League, and we'll talk a bit more about certain players and everything. But I am a big fan of soccer. I've loved it my whole life. I still will continue to always love it. It's hard, like I said. I can watch games all the time, but it's not the same when I don't have somebody around. My dad used to be a big fan, the late, great Opa, and I miss him a lot. But you know what? I know he's down there looking up, looking down at me, going, I miss your son and my brother and everything. But I know he's watching soccer. So keep it up. Let's have a good time. And so soccer, not much to say no more. I'll let you go and we'll get on to something else.
Here's the old man who loves his sports and he won't shut up, but he knows his stuff. Every day on the back.
Game for my final episode tonight. I want to talk a little bit about golf. I got to play today. It was a fun day. The weather held up. It's going to be a fun golf season this year. I'm looking forward to watching it, playing it, having a great year. I'm a member of the Chilliwack Golf and Country Club. I love the place. It's good. It's a walkable course. It's got a concession stand outside in between the first and 10th hole. It's got a restaurant down below, great driving range. Overall, I think it's a great place. We're going through some renovations right now, but the Chilliwack Golf and Country Club, in about 2 years, I think it'll be a premier golf course in the Fraser Valley. Looking forward to playing there this summer. I'll be trying to get 4 rounds a week in if I can. I love the game. I watch it as much as I can. Rory McIlroy, a big fan of him, even though choked last tournament he played. He choked. I thought he was going to do a lot better. I'm not a fan of Scotty Scheffler. I find him very boring. I miss the guys that show some enthusiasm when they're on the golf course. I want to see a guy drain a putt and pump fist it out and say, yes, amazing. I'm one of these guys. I love to get excited. When I make a putt from far away, everybody on the golf course knows I made a great putt. It's going to be an interesting year for me. I'm back from my injuries, and now I'm going to be full-time playing at Chilliwack Golf and Country Club. They need a lot of support. So if we can get some more members out there, it's going to make our season a lot better. We're always looking for great funding. I promise you, in about 3 years, that course will be prime. It'll be amazing. It's not a long course, but it's not super short either. It's a full 18. It's got a lot of potential to it. There's always, of course, the weddings and all the stuff that they do at most of the golf courses. But I really like playing golf there. The guys are all amazing. I'm going to be doing interviews with a lot of the guys, members from the Chilliwack Golf and Country Club. We'll be doing interviews with each player. We'll talk some sports with all these guys. They're my friends. I loved hanging out with them. Golf's great for that. I know I've said it on a previous episode, but what I love about golf the most is you can hit the ball, walk to the next shot while talking sports with another guy about football, baseball, hockey, anything like that. Today, there was a lot of talk about Canada hockey and the big game tonight. I'm excited. It's about to start pretty soon. The show's going to be airing in a little while for you. I hope you enjoy my show today. I think it's going to be really good. I've got some good phone calls that came in, and I'm looking forward to watching the Canada game. I will be talking about Canada-USA next week. Let you know what I thought of the game overall. Stoked if Canada wins. Lots of sports happening. There's Formula One racing going to be coming up this year. I am also a big fan of Formula One. Max Verstappen, love my boy. He's Dutch, 3-time Formula One world champion. Hopefully he can do it again. But Lewis Hamilton now, who's on Ferrari, that's going to be tough. He's a great driver, probably one of the greatest drivers of all time. But I got to pull for my boy, Max Verstappen. So there's a lot of racing coming up this year. Lots more talk about the golf this year. I'm going to rant. I'm going to rave about the Blue Jays unless they pick it up again. So I'm looking for the Blue Jays to have a great season, even though it just angers me so much about Vladdy Guerrero that they didn't sign him. But I can deal with it. I'll handle it. I'm looking forward to doing more interviews. I'll be doing more in the next week or two. I'll be out and about doing some interviews on minor hockey. We'll be doing interviews about the baseball season coming up. Lots of talk. Of course, NFL, down the road will be draft picks and all that stuff that we have to get into. But tonight, it's all about the big game, Canada-USA. I'm a big fan of hockey. I love watching it. I've been raised here in Canada, even though I came from Europe, but I love the game. I don't know why, but I jumped on the Montreal Canadiens bandwagon. I've been ever since. But this is Canada. This is our game, and I want to see us win tonight. Come on, Crosby, McKinnon, McDavid, everybody. Pull your weight tonight. Play the game of your life. This is Opa out. Till next week, I'll be talking to you, and we're going to have some fun. I might even have a guest here live for you. And I'm always working on, if you know anybody that likes to talk sports and wants to call in, you can call in anytime. Also, if you know anybody looking for a job as a co-host on my show, I'm looking for that perfect co-host that can banter with me and go head-to-head on questions and answers that I know about sports. So this is Opa out for this week, and we'll talk to you next week. Thanks a lot.
Here's the old man who loves his sports, and he won't shut up, but he knows his stuff. Every day on the back, find out. Here's the old man who loves his sports and he won't shut up, but he knows his stuff. Every day on the back.